On the community, this is Chris. I haven't done a video for a week or so, and I was feeling the pressure build, so I thought I'd do something, even though nothing that I had planned to do. I'd pulled albums out for several different videos I was thinking about, but I've aborted all those. But I'm just going to show bits and pieces, of what I was thinking about, and just some other stuff that I have sitting around. So at least I'll get a video out there, so everyone will know that I'm still okay. So first thing was singer-songwriter related video. So here you see, Eric Burden. Eric is here, which is one side of the singer-songwriter stuff. He's just singing and covering lots of different people. Randy Newman, I forget all the other ones, but that was one thing in particular. He just does covers, and these were some of the artists that did some similar covers. Rick Nelson, David Jones from the Monkees, Gene Pitney, Glenn Campbell. These are all, there's Randy Newman, Boyce and Hart, more Boyce and Hart. So the flip side was the songwriter one that everyone else covered. So that's in this pile. There we go. Graham Gouldman. He wrote lots of songs that were covered by other 60s British artists. The Hollies had some hits by him. More Hollies. Herman's Hermits covered some of his songs. Yardbirds covered some of his songs. So that was one idea, but I aborted it. Another one was Gorvo 31. Carm had shown something about Fat Boys, double CD cases. So you see there, I pulled out a stack of those things, but I decided not to do that. Here's one that I created myself. I combined some albums together, and this might tie into a future Vinyl Richie channel video about Death in June. So back in the old days, I had trouble finding Death in June albums, so I ended up buying this CD or MP3 compilation. I think it's a Russian bootleg, but this is volumes, CD3, CD1. So this is a 3-volume set of their first 20 albums or so on MP3. So I combined them into this case. There's 2 of the covers there. So 3 CDs covering a bunch of their albums. And then I did the same thing, created another Fat Boy with the current 93 releases. So this is volumes 2 and 3, it looks like. So I haven't found volume 1 in this format, but this isn't really much of a format to find things in, MP3s. So they're sort of a, touching on the Fat Boy thread and also on the future Vinyl Richie thread. Skipped over all those other things that I had. And then the last little bit was just, here's some stuff in my, current listening stack or, recent vinyl purchases. So I'll just flip through those quickly. Here's this one I just found over at my dad's house. Folk Songs of Ontario. So an ethnologist, Edith Fowke, recorded all these people from Canada singing folk songs, mostly in, I think they said, the Peterborough era, Irish, Canadian background. That's an album cover I'm cleaning. Michael Jones, Pianoscapes, the 2 LP version that he originally recorded and then re-recorded as a single LP on Narada. Pat Metheny, Sandy Owen, solo piano. More solo piano, music by Belgian composers on the Orion label. Duo in Paris, piano duo, Joachim Kuhn and Marshall Solier. Benny Anderson, Norman Masloff showed this recently, so I found a copy. Company, a reissue of this with Derek Bailey and other British improv and avant-garde players. 1981. The Steps, some neo-psych type stuff from early 80s. Art Ensemble of Chicago. Lester Bowie, related to Art Ensemble. Marion Brown duets on Arista. Sam Rivers. Avant-garde string trios. Some ECM stuff. Some sort of psyche folk stuff. Miriam Siegel, Fly on Strange Wings. Early Doc Watson, 1963, on Extra. Flatlanders, I think I saw Rob at Sound Strange show this album. I finally found a copy. Butch Hancock, a solo album by him. An early Gene Clark album, 2 LP set. Some classical stuff, Henry Cowell. Miroslav Rostaklovich, plays Brahms and Debussy. Some Lucas Faust involved stuff. Time Cycle, 2 different versions. The Armstrong Twins, some country stuff. Andy Roberts, maybe from Plain Song. Some folk, Patrick Skye. More folk, Norman Blake. Some vocal stuff. Marquita McGregor of Cardry sings, piano and vocal stuff. So there's just a little bit of stuff, and then there's a few other things over here that are more folky related. Kathy Winter and Betsy Rose, Sweet Sorcery, so some folk. Festival tapes, various folk artists, New Glass Revival, Byron Bowers, some more vocal and piano. Lotte Lehman, Songs of Vienna. Humphrey Searle, that's another one that I've heard, I was introduced to by Rob from Sound Strange. Some more vocal stuff. Weltich. More vocal piano. So, I've been getting a few things, but just haven't been able to put together a coherent thought to show everyone. So there you go. Thanks, everyone. I'll try to put together something for real next time.